Good evening, friends, family, and fans. This is Stephanie Derrick. I'm on tonight. I have really a fun um, information I want to give you tonight. So I don't know who's on tonight, but this one is one you definitely want to share. Okay. So, hi, Natalie and Aretha. Good to see you. All right. How to find your perfect mate. Well, first of all, let me say who I am again. I'm Stephanie Derrick. I'm known as the vocal doctor here in Arlington, Texas. I am the vocal coach and piano teacher at Heavenly Sounds Piano and Voice Studio. So, anybody wanting lessons, learning how to sing or play the piano, you are welcome to chime on in and click on my link above, and hey, we'll get you in. All right. And for the ones who don't know, now this nobody knows really except for just a few friends. I used to have a small dating service. It was very small in the early 90s after I got married. And in my dating service, it was called HBO Dating Service because I was married and happily married and seemed to have found a great mate. And I had a lot of friends who were still single, but they were searching. And this was really before the internet, y'all. So before that time. Hey, brother, good to see you. So they all weren't there at that time, right? So I started this little dating service and I just started matching up my friends because they would tell me what they were looking for. And I was like, oh, I know somebody like that. I'm kind of analytical. And when you're analytical, you're always trying to solve somebody's problems. Okay. So that's just the way my mind works. And I've been like this a long time. So when I first started teaching and started HBO Dating Service, HBO meant help a brother out dating service. So that's what was happening. I was helping a brother out. So I did have great success, even though it was very small. There was about 9 couples matched up and actually got married. And only one of those couples today is divorced. Now, mind you, unfortunately, I ended up divorced and then ended up later being a divorced widow, as I might say. But he eventually passed away. So now I'm single again. So at this point, here's the deal. When you're talking about finding your perfect mate, I want to give you some criteria to go by. And it's called Follow the True Colors Personality Test. And the True Colors Personality Test is based upon 4 different color patterns. There are 4 different colors, and they have some traits in each color. And to be really good at choosing a mate, you and your mate, significant other, boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever, baby daddy, baby mama, whatever you're going to call yourself, to see, you all need to have at least one color in common, at least one color. If you don't have one color in common, there's probably a lot of turmoil between both of you. So this is something you really need to pay attention to. Hey, Chris, where you been? You must be playing baseball. I know that's what's going on with you. Good to see you. All right. So one color in common. This is the key. So now, anybody who's on here, I'm going to be giving you one of the colors we're going to start with first. And if you're on here, go on and type it in so they'll know what we're talking about. My first color I'm going to start with is the color orange. Orange. So if anybody's in there, go on and type in orange. And I'm going to give you the traits of orange. Now, here's the deal. If you have a whole lot of these traits, you're probably orange. And when I say a whole lot, I mean a whole lot, like almost the entire list except for 2 or 3. Hello, Carrie. Good to see you. So if you have a whole lot on this list, you are probably an orange. So let me start listing what the traits of an orange are. And by the way, I'm an orange. Just so you know. Just in case my king is on here and he don't know it yet. Okay. All right. So strengths. These are your strengths, oranges, if you are orange. You are active, artistic, direct, spontaneous, unpredictable, sense of humor, impulsive, exciting, skillful, open-minded, outrageous, social, adventurous, take things in stride, entertaining, flexible, generous, impatient, just do it attitude, attention seeking, loyal and caring, optimistic, you're a people magnet, and a risk taker. Now, these are your strengths. These are the kind of people that we kind of talk about who may be an orange would be somebody who may be a car salesman. They fit the orange. Anyone who's in sales at all, if they sell anything, door-to-door salesman, car salesman, anyone selling things. People who are in the network marketing business. People who never meet a stranger. You ever met those kind of people? They never meet a stranger. The people who can talk to strangers, it's very easy for them to talk to anybody. They are also the ones who start parties. They're the party starters. They always have something going on. They're the ones who's always planning something and let's go jet skiing. They're going to say something just outrageous and over the top. These are oranges, the personality of orange. Hello, Courtney and Stephanie. Good to see you. All of these oranges, they also, they can make a quick decision. So this is very important for orange. They can make a decision on the spot. They're not going to go home and think about it all night and stuff. They can make a decision right now. Okay. Now, let me give you a few stressors of the orange personality. And this really, really bothers them. So just in case you have a mate and your mate is an orange, this will help you to understand your mate better. This will also help you to understand your children better. Because if you figure out what color your children are, you can relate to your children so much better, okay? So right now we're still in orange. Hello, Mr. Tommy. Good to see you. So the stressors of the personality orange. The stressors are boredom and lack of action. Slow people. Fixed rules and policies. Having to be on time. Making lists. Meetings and deadlines. Non-party people. Manuals and procedures. Lack of recognition. Let me tell you about an orange. An orange is one of those kind of people, if you're going to give them a prize, they going to work because they love to win. They are very competitive. So I need to say that about orange. Orange is competitive. You probably have a whole bunch of sportsters who are orange, okay? So they don't do well if you are not recognizing them. They don't do well under whiners, complainers, and worriers. Those kind of people stress them out. Rigid schedules. Sappy songs. Paperwork. If they have too much paperwork, it really gives them a stress. Conformity. Losing. Needy people. They don't do well with those needy people. The ones who you got to call all the time. Where you at? How you doing? Oh, no. They don't do well with them. Lack of challenges. So if you're not challenging an orange, they might be walking. Okay. Political correctness. They don't do well with that. Routines. Have you ever had somebody, an orange is somebody who could be more like an Uber driver. You know how the Uber driver, they get calls randomly all throughout the day and night? That would be great for an orange because they don't do well in routines. So they don't do well in school teaching, which is straight up routine. Okay, just try to let you know. We have some oranges in school teaching, but they prefer being a little bit more relaxed and sitting still. They do not do well sitting still. If you are an orange, you need to let me know. Just say, hey, I know I'm an orange. I am an orange through and through. So I'm an orange. Just so you know. So now that's how I know orange so well, because I am one. Okay, so it's important that you know your colors. So in your personality trait colors, orange is a leader. I need to say that too. Orange is a leader. They're going to always step up. They're going to get the job done. They're going to make sure things are handled by any means necessary. And then you need to reward them, okay? Then they'll be so much better for you. All right. So I hope that you understand orange really well. Hello, how are you, Mr. Gates? Good to see you. All righty. So now that was orange. Let's go to the next color. So I'm going to go to the color green next. And the reason I'm doing these two is because that's me. Ha ha. Okay. So we have 4 colors: blue, gold, orange, and green. Okay. So remember, if you're looking for a mate, they need to have at least one color in common with you. So once you figure out your colors, whenever you are dealing with someone, why I even know this at all is because I taught children, and what I was trying to do was understand children's personalities better. So I needed to understand why some children would hug me all the time, because it's a particular personality trait that hugs a lot. And if you're the opposite of that, they get offended. So I needed to understand who I was dealing with. And then the kids who were my same color, we got along great. They understood me. You got me. You got me. Yeah, so it's important that you know your colors. And when you're choosing a mate, or if a mate chooses you, y'all got to have at least one color in common. Or it's going to be tension. It's going to be like, this ain't working. And you be wondering why, but it's truly because y'all's personalities are conflicting. I know somebody been there before. You might as well give me some hearts or something on there just in case. Hello, Miss Tracy. That's a DHS Trojan in the house. Good to see you. All right, so I'm going to go to my second color. So my second color is green, you all. So you can type it in the notes and say green so I know somebody listening. All right, so green is the second color, so let's talk about that. Here are the strengths of green. The strengths of green. You are analytical and logical, self-sufficient, problem solving, independent and self-directed, innovative, asking great questions, a good teacher, holding high standards, rational, self-confident, skeptical on many things, trustworthy. This is very key to a green. Happy to spend time alone. So if you're one of those people who got to have your alone time, I don't care who's in the room, I don't care how many's around, you need some time by yourself, even if you're in the bathroom for an hour. Time by yourself. Very important for green. Okay? Future orientated. Honest and direct. Visionaries. And when I say visionaries, visionaries mean that They be thinking about stuff way in the future. They be just really thinking way in the future. Okay, so they're visionaries. Hello, Sandra. Good to see you. Glad you made it on. All right. They're also logical and factual. So they're going to give you the facts. They're even-tempered, well-read. So they know a lot about a lot of things. They're also direct, witty, and they take nothing for granted. And this is the personality of green. So that's their strengths. All right. They got strength. All right. And if you know anybody like that, let me give you one of the characters to help you understand green a little bit better. If green was in a party, green is going to be the one that's standing on the wall at the party just watching you and looking and evaluating and checking out the whole room, seeing what's going on. They're going to be what we call the wallflower. They normally won't participate very much. They are also have a personality very similar to Mr. Spock from Star Trek. You know how Mr. Spock barely had any personality? He was just straight and factual and to the point, not really smiling, not doing any of that. Let's see, I have someone say, Mr. Gates said, great platform. These colors are also yours, the frequency levels. That's part of your chakras. Okay. Well, thanks for letting me know that. I didn't know anything about that. All right. Somebody created this and all I did was study it and learned it very, very well. But thank you. All right. So now, here are the stressors for green. I just need to give you a better idea of green. Because they're logical, they're going to know a whole lot of stuff, okay? And they're going to bring out facts for you. They're going to give you true facts on anything that you bring to them, okay? So I just want you to know about greens. But this stresses greens. Here we go. Emotional outburst, incompetence, insufficient information. You better know your stuff when you come to a green. Violation of personal space. Now, this is very important with green. Green is not a hugger. They're not going to reach out to you and go, oh, come on, babe. Come here. They're not going to do that. Matter of fact, they might back up. It might look at you crazy and give them their personal space. Okay, this is very important for greens. All right. Meetings with no point. Dishonesty in others. They don't like that. Quick decision making. They got to mull over it. They got to sleep on it. Let me think about it a little bit more. That's greens. Rules that don't make sense. They don't understand that. Deadlines. Inconsistencies. Redundancies. Interruptions. You know how you be in your zone and you stay right in your zone and then somebody come and interrupt you? Greens don't do well with that. Matter of fact, you'll think that they're mad at you or something, but they're not. They just don't do well with interruptions. Illogic. They don't do well. No challenge or too much challenge. Doubt without justification. Not enough alone time. They got to get their alone time. Greens, give them their space. People not valuing learning. That's my pet peeve. I believe in people learning. I'm always learning because I'm green. Pushy salespeople. Okay, greens don't do well. If you're a pushy salesperson, they're going to back off a whole lot. Let me back on off. Can I get out your space? You all up in mine. That's what stresses green. And then having to rely on others. Let's just say that a green's car is down and they can't get around like they was before, right? All right. and they call you as a friend to come and pick you up, you running behind. Okay, that doesn't bother them. But what bothered them is to have to call you and then rely on you to do something for them. They're so self-sufficient, so they don't do well with that. So you have to be able to read through that piece of the personality. And they don't do well with spelling and grammatical errors. They do not do well with that. You will see them correcting people on the internet and saying you need to use this word instead of that word, and you didn't spell that correctly. Oh my, they're probably green. They will correct you. So this stresses them out. Greens are good people though, but let me read something to you. Since I didn't go through all of them and I'm already at 20 minutes, I think I'm going to go through my other two colors tomorrow. I think I need to do that. So today was orange and green. If anybody's on there, please put it inside the platform, inside the notes of the colors that was commented on, and maybe I can put it in there. I think that's what I'm going to do. Colors that was covered tonight was orange and green. Okay, so those were the colors that was covered, and I put that in my notes so you'll know. If you're one of those colors, I want you to go back in the notes and say, I'm definitely orange, I'm definitely green. I would love for you to do that so we'll have a better idea of your personality traits. I will post them on my website, or you can fill out my StephanieDerrick.com, and I will send you what I have been reading to you. But since I did do those two colors for you, it says the total of U.S. population out of all 100%, orange is 27% of the U.S. population. That's not very many. But green is very low. It's only 10.4 of the population. That's it. And if you are a young lady and you're green, you are even less than that. You're 5.9%. And in orange, if you're a female, you're 25.4%. And for the guys who are green, you're at 14.8% of the population of that green. Okay, so hopefully that didn't get you all mixed up. But just note that greens have the lowest rate out of all of the 4 personalities in the whole country of the USA population. Now, I hope that I talked about your color tonight. If I didn't, maybe we'll get to hit it tomorrow. There's 2 more colors we'll discuss tomorrow, and those colors will be blue and gold. Just so you know, most school teachers are blue and gold. Most. All right. And orange and green are mainly art teachers, PE teachers, music teachers. Just so you know, in the teaching field, those are mainly their colors. Quite interesting, huh? I hope that you enjoyed what we talked about today. I will post it so you can see it, and go back, like and share, send it out to anybody. Everybody needs some help understanding their mate. At least I think so. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that. Like I said, like and share. Post to some of your groups that you're part of. Post it in there because this will help them out. And then if they want more information, you are welcome, all of you, to go to www.StephanieDerrick.com, which is in the link above, and leave me your email and also your name, and I'll send the information out to you. Okay? As you already well know, you all have a wonderful evening, and peace.